Well, the yellowfin tuna fishing this week has been absolutely world class. Hopefully we get to see a bit more of that action come the weekend. G'day guys, Jamari here with this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report. So as for the estuary fishing, things are starting to warm up. Since we are coming into the start of spring now, we had a few warmer days at the start of the week. I think Sunday, Monday were pretty warm. Some good flathead were caught those few days. We had a few customers up in the top lake getting after a few, and yeah, found some bigger fish. So those flatties will start to come up shallow now and look for those sun-baked flats to warm themselves and start to feed in the shallows. So it's a good thing to look forward to. The brim are still feeding pretty well. The bigger river is still fishing quite nice. And also the odd school-sized mulloway getting around up there too. So well worth a crack. As for flatties offshore, still very productive. Boats are bagging out quite easily. Some doing better than others. If you're not catching too many fish, generally the thing to do is go deeper. So that sort of 50, 55, 60 metre mark seems to be producing the most fish, and a mix of tiger flathead in there too. The snapper are sort of slowing down a little bit. We've come out of peak snapper season, that sort of May, June, July, when you see the bulk of the fish. Still a few odd bigger ones getting around, but the general size of fish has gone down a little bit. You may catch less of that sort of big to medium 50, 60 centimetre and more of the sort of 30 to 40 pan size fish. But there's still quite a few around, and it's well worth getting after a feed of them. The yellowfin tuna fishing, like I mentioned in the intro, has been absolutely world class at the start of the week. We were having boats with over 15 fish in a day, casting topwater lures, and fish of all sizes. So from that 25 kilo right up into the 60, 65 kilo range. So a great mix of sizes and plenty of fish around. People seeing multiple bust-ups at the same time, a few hundred metres away from each other, and yeah, people catching more than 15 fish a day, which is absolutely absurd for the South Coast. Hopefully that action continues come the weekend. The weather yesterday and today is pretty horrendous, with quite the southerly that's picked up and a little bit of swell, but that should both taper off come the weekend. So it looks good. Depending on where the water is, you really have to guess where the fish are, but yeah, hopefully this action continues. Just another reminder, bass and perch season is now officially open. So the 1st of September right through till May, the bass and perch fishing should start to fire up as we come into the warmer months now. I have heard whispers of some big topwater early season bass already been caught, so might be a time to get after it early. Plenty of perch around as well, so that sort of fishing is starting to heat up. Well guys, that wraps up this week's Boss Outdoor Fishing Report. I do appreciate your patience too with the tripod. It was swaying a little bit towards the end now. It's actually swaying now too. If there's anything else you need to know, whether it's boating, fishing, camping or anything else outdoors, come into the shop and see the boys so we can hook you up.